Hi everyone, today's video is especially for you if you're doing an internship this summer and if you want to make the most out of your internship. So internships don't have to be boring, you can actually make them a lifetime experience. So here are my 5 tips on how to make the most out of your summer internship. So tip number 1 is to actually act as if you were hired and were employed by the company. Sometimes I go to companies when I go to my clients and I see people and I work with them and I get to see them in meetings, and only a few weeks later I learn that they're only interns. And that's so fantastic because these people, they knew how to actually get immersed into the company's spirit, vision, culture, and that way it's easier for you, the intern and the employer, to connect, and the employer will actually trust you more. So act as if it's your job to be there. It's not just a school requirement that you have to fill in, but it's actually that you're passionate about going to the internship and that you want to learn from it. So act as if you're hired by the company. Tip number 2 is always have a professional attitude. It's not because you're an intern that you're allowed to come in late and leave early. No, have a professional attitude. Make sure when you go to meetings, you have your notebook, your pen, you know what you're going to be talking about, you're prepared for any circumstances, you actually take everything at heart. And professional attitude will actually leave people with great impressions of you and will make them trust you more. So make sure you have the attire, the perfect attire to go to work, depending on where you are. If you're in creative industry, then obviously it's a little bit more creative, but if you're in a bank or in a financial institution, then you definitely need to do a little bit more efforts. But make sure to always have that professional attitude, to respond well on the phone, to be always alert and punctual. So if you're acting as if you're hired by the company and you're acting professionally, tip number 3 is to actually be prepared to take on more work. And by taking on more work, it's an opportunity for you to learn more and be exposed to different areas of the job. So make sure to let everyone know around you that you're able to help and willing to help. So even though if you have sometimes to make other people's job, to do their job. So for example, you tell me, well, I don't want to do this person's job. It's fine, just do it. Just do it. You're only there for a few weeks or a few months. Just do your job. Learn as much as you can. It's an investment time for you. You are the one who's going to be actually learning more and getting the most out of the internship. After all, you're going to be leaving and the other person will have to do her job potentially, or let another intern do their job. But it's an opportunity for you to learn. Think about you, think about optimizing the time that you're spending there. If you're spending 8 hours a day, that's huge. Just learn, and offer your help. Make sure that other people know that you're available and that you're willing to help them. So tip number 4 is to communicate well. Communication skills are so important. Sometimes we have beautiful CVs and resumes, people with great experience, with fantastic diplomas, but in terms of communication skills, 0. So make sure you actually work on this point, which is communication, whether it be in meetings, in phone situations, in the hall, by the coffee machine. Always communicate well, professionally, clearly. Make sure your ideas get across with tact and finesse, and that you're able to always have an objective when you talk, and that everything is going smoothly. We actually lack people who communicate well. There are a lot of people who just ramble and who just say things just for the sake of saying them, but they don't have any strategy for communication. And I think this is a very important point. So needless to say how important networking is. Networking will help you throughout your internship, after graduation, and in your career. So what I want you to do is really get interested in the people around you, the people who are working with you, whether it be the receptionist, the secretary, or even the intern who is sharing the same room with you. Make sure to intern well and to leave great impressions. You may never know who these people will be for you in the future. Make sure you connect with them and you build on honest and sincere relationships. So go ahead, whether it be top level management, mid-level management, or employees in general, make sure to network with them and know who they are. There's so many benefits to doing a great internships and making the most out of it. So number one is to actually leave great impressions. When you leave great impressions, people are more inclined to call you later or to ask for your help at some point. But overall, you leave great impressions. Another benefit to doing a great internship is you'll be able to get recommendations, whether it be phone recommendations or letter recommendations. You can always ask those people, your supervisor or the people you work with, to recommend you for your graduate studies or for another job, or you know that you have people who endorse you, who works with you, who know what you worked, and who are here to support your work. Another benefit of doing a great internship is you'll be able to build on long-lasting relationship. So that's so important, and it's so amazing that sometimes the people who were my supervisors when I used to be interns are today colleagues of mine and even sometimes partners in some projects. So today we're sort of on the same level, but at some point they were there for me, and I showed that I can do great work and I'm there and they can rely on me. And today we're on the same level, working together in our different companies. But it's so great to know that these are people I knew when I was a student myself. Another great benefit of doing a great internship is, I think this one will interest you, is you may be able to get a job offer. So if they see you're very committed to your work, do your work well, and you're so giving it heart and soul to the work that you're doing, you may be able to get an opportunity and a job offer during your internship, or maybe a promise of a job after you graduate. Another great benefit of doing a great internship is you will learn what you need to learn, and that is so important. A lot of times at university or in college, you're not really able to get hands-on experience. And even sometimes, even like with the best teachers and the best professors, they may not be able to convey what they need to convey about the business and work life. And I'm saying this as a professor myself. When I teach, I try to give maximum practical experience, but it's not the same as when you're actually in the middle of an internship or work experience, and you get in that work experience. I can talk about it, but it's not the same as when you are in this situation and you learn what you need to learn. Alright guys, I hope this video was helpful. Let me know which tip speaks to you the most. Please like, comment and share this video. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't done so already. I wish you a very great internship and a happy summer. Let's stay in touch. Bye bye.